All right, let's get the show going. State opening statements. What happened? Why we here? Let's go.
Today, approximately half hour, 45 minutes ago, units responded to a report of an assault, and units were told that there was a red and colored four-door vehicle leaving the area. Units saw a multiple occupied times vehicle matching the description headed northbound on Elgin, and units followed it, at which point in time Captain Jack's Lane attempted to initiate a traffic stop after they ran a red light on San Andreas Avenue and Power Street. At that point in time, the vehicle began to flee and evade from police, took us on a very lengthy chase until it crashed out in the Davis Apartments area. Upon the crash out, several individuals foot bailed out of the car, including Mr. Pistone. Mr. Pistone started running. I started chasing him. At a certain point, he said, I don't know why I'm running. I'm not even involved. To which I said, I don't know why you're running either. Just stop. You're just being detained. A long conversation went on where he then climbed up onto a wall and told me not to do it, uh, implying that I would tase him or tackle him off the wall and hurt him. I climbed up on the wall, told him multiple times to get down, and he would just be placed in, and that he would just be detained. At which point, he eventually decided to jump onto a roof and ran northbound. We chased him northbound across the way. He was tackled. He was placed in handcuffs. He broke out of handcuffs. We chased him again, tackled him again, placed him in handcuffs. He broke out of handcuffs. And then he was tased and placed in handcuffs, and now we're here. Today he is simply being charged with failure to obey a lawful order, aka stopping and surrendering to the detention and then resisting arrest.
Do you think the judge doesn't know that? Are you trying to teach the judge?
All right. All right. Defense. What is your defense in this matter? Your opening statement.
Yeah. So, my client here was walking out of the Davis apartments when he was accosted by Farst. Is that your name, Farst? I believe.
Forrest.
Yeah. He was approaching my client, trying to arrest him when my client had nothing to do involved with any of the previous alleged things with the car. Wasn't in the car. And confirmed by the lineup not to be a part of the said assault. And my client, who has had previous run-ins with this specific policeman with wrongful imprisonment, is really affected him. He's faced a lot of PTSD with dealing with this policeman after being wrongfully imprisoned and having to spend 2 hours in interrogation. Where he was released as soon as his lawyer came. So he felt like this was just going to be another case of wrongful imprisonment, as he had nothing to do with any situations involved, had just been leaving the apartments, and felt as if he was just going to be wrongfully imprisoned again because he had nothing to do with any of the instances, and he was just worried this was going to happen to him right where we're at, actually.
And it happened again, Vance, again.
Okay. What we're gonna do, I'm gonna allow each side one witness to come up. You're gonna give a narrative statement, and then I'll allow both sides 3 or 4 questions to ask the witness. Now, State, do you have anyone you wish to bring up?
I mean, I basically gave my narrative of what happened in my opening, so no.
No witnesses for the state?
Unless I can just give my narrative again.
Do you have someone to question you on that?
Here, hold on. Let me see if I can get Haywood over here. Haywood, can you come over to this
We're just
bench,
adding
bro?
people on the go without being here? Vance, what the fuck are we doing here?
Let me have a look. Let me have a look at the report.
I mean, Haywood Duke is the one who opened the report, Your Honor.
I do question why he's not present from the start, though.
Because
Exactly.
he was processing another individual who was arrested as well.
Actually, he's wrong. It was Sonny that was processing and not Haywood Duke.
He was standing over there with Sonny and they were discussing. I wouldn't.
Lies, lies, and lies. Third time I've been arrested under this guy that's giving me PTSD, Vance, and I'm sick of him.
All right. Would you like me to flip the table and the defense can call up a witness along while we wait? I'm concerned that he's not here, but... Oh, never mind. Here he is.
Sorry, Your Honor. I was dealing with another suspect that was arrested in unison to the event as well.
Oh, I guess I wasn't lying.
Well, I guess Sonny can't do his job, so he needs his sergeant to help him, huh? That's crazy. He's still an officer. Fucking holy hell.
All right. Who's going to be your witness, State?
I guess we'll call Sergeant Haywood Duke.
All right, Mr. Duke, to my right.
This side, sir. This side.
This guy's so fucking old. He doesn't even know where to go.
It state your name and rank for the record and raise your right hand and pledge, please. Use the microphone next to Vance there.
Oh.
The smaller one.
Okay. Sergeant Haywood Duke, LSPD.
Do you, sir, swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you your badge?
I do.
There we go. He's sworn in, sir.
All right, Mr. Duke, how this is going to work, you're going to give a brief narrative statement on what you witnessed. Then I'm going to allow both counsels to question you briefly, and we're going to move on.
Okay. Want to begin?
Yeah, go ahead, please.
I was called down to alluring aromas by the Staff Sergeant Lewis to talk with him in Captain Lane. When I arrived, Corporal Sonny Prince called me and said, we got to go to Legion Park. Somebody had been assaulted within the park. We have to find them. While looking for the victim who had been assaulted, there was a bystander who said that the individual was assaulted down by one of the pipes on the south side of the park. When I went down there, there was another witness who said that he was driving a pink K truck. He said that it was multiple people in a red sports car. I called Sonny over there. We were talking to the witness when a red in color Mogul, I believe is the model of the car, drove by, and the witness said that's them. I called it out that this red Mogul was in front of Legion and then took a northbound turn onto Elgin and then went west. I lost visual when it went west onto San Andreas.
Objection, hearsay.
Paul Forrester.
Hold up. Mr. Pistone, this is a narrative statement. So what's gonna happen is once he's done speaking, your lawyer is gonna be able to question him on this and see if what he is saying is true. Go ahead, Mr. Haywood.
Oh, how the fuck out of jail?
He did nothing.
Paul Forrester then radioed back that he was mobile and he was attempting to pull that red Mogul over when the red Mogul fled. And I continued to collect evidence on scene, and I tracked down the victim of the crime. And that's that.
All right. State, do you have any questions, Forrester?
On the radio at all, did you hear any radios of
It's horrible witness.
talking about the fact that I was trying to get Mr. Pistone down from a wall and he was refusing to get down?
To be honest, I cannot recall that.
Horrible witness.
But at the same time, Your Honor, I was very busy talking with the victim and things like that. So, like I said, I don't specifically recall that.
I understand, Mr. Haywood. Just stick to the questions asked, please. Anything else, Forrester?
No, I have no questions for him.
All right. Defense.
Oh, get your ass back up there, Haywood.
Sir, stop. I'll open the door.
Yeah, I just did want to ask, did you ever actually see my client in the vehicle? In the red
So,
Mogul?
no, I mean, I can't say definitively because for the brief
She's
moment that
arguing the wrong
that
things.
red mogul was called out,
Maybe setting up a foundation?
I saw multiple individuals in the car, but not your client specifically.
Okay, and so there's no photo evidence or anything as well of my client being in this car or anything about it?
Not at the time that I spotted the car, no.
Vance, perjury on Forrester. He said I was in the car and I wasn't.
Mr. Pistone.
Yeah,
Give me
yes,
a
sir.
sec. I'm still on them.
These are two separate individuals. Mr. Haywood
Oh,
didn't
sorry.
directly say that you were not in the vehicle. He simply stated he didn't observe you in the vehicle.
May I
Not
add
perjury.
one thing to may I make a clarification to my narrative?
No, you already said it. That's all. Move on. Get the fuck off the stand.
I just want to say I wasn't a part of the pursuit at all, Your Honor.
We didn't
All
ask
right.
you that.
All right. Gentlemen, order. Haywood, please stick to the questions asked. I have your narrative statement. I have it in full. Don't worry. All right.
Okay.
Counsel, ask your question.
Think we're good.
All right, Haywood, you can step down. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Judge.
What's so funny, Mr. Haywood?
Nothing, Your Honor, nothing.
Hmm.
I had my throat's a little scratchy, allergies.
Fuck, bitch. Your Honor, he just said this judge is shit as he walked by me.
Your Honor, am I allowed to call any other officers that witnessed Mr. Pistone get out of the vehicle in question?
Oh, here we go with this guy. Fuck this.
I did make it clear at the start. I'm only allowing
got a
one
warrant,
witness. Oh.
I don't know what that is, Your Honor. It's some other bullshit.
All right. I did at the beginning clarify I was only allowing one witness per side
Thank you, sir.
for
That's right.
expediency's
Thank you.
sake. Now, counsel, defense, your witness. If you want to call one up.
No, we're good.
All right, closings. Or evidence you wish to highlight. Anyone?
I would like to say something, Vance.
If it is highlighting evidence, otherwise it's gonna be held till closing, Mr. Pistone.
It's something about Haywood that he's clapping, making a joke out of you and a mockery out of you because when he walked by, he said this judge is shit, and now he's
I'm
continuing to clap.
moisturizing my hands, Your Honor.
I'm just giving you a heads up, Vance. Just giving you a heads up.
You want the nice, Mr. Haywood? You want the
I'm
nice?
rubbing lotion into my hands, Your Honor. They're very dry.
I've never seen somebody moisturize their hands by clapping, thinking you're a joke, sir. My apologies.
All right. State, you're closing. So, this is a horrible fucking bench drop, by the way.
Do it. You want me to do it? Okay, Jesus, get your shit together.
Alright, can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, Mr. Forrester.
Okay. Again, Your Honor, as the state pointed out in its opening, as the arresting officer, I witnessed Mr. Pistone get out of the vehicle. I chased him on foot. I repeatedly told him to stop multiple times, that he was just being detained. He refused to cooperate. He is not arguing the fact that he ran from me. He is not arguing the fact that he disobeyed my commands. He is instead claiming some sort of PTSD that allows him to run from law enforcement to avoid detention. He ran from me. I had to chase him. I had to tackle him. And I had to place him under arrest. That is textbook resisting and failure to obey a lawful order.
All right. Is that all, Mr. Forrester?
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you so much. Defense, you're closing.
So, my client, after experiencing previous trauma from this exact... Okay, I'm being told to be a second. Okay, 1 second.
Your Honor, she is a paralegal, Might I have a second just to discuss with her?
Objection, Your Honor.
What is
She
the
technically a
objection?
paralegal that needs coaching at this point as well. Your Honor.
You know what? It's up to Forrester. What do you think?
Yep, there's your answer.
We'll
Okay.
allow
The learning
coaching of the
experience, the learning
paralegal for the
experience.
experience, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I want
Your
that to
Honor,
be
I would like-
noted on
I
the
would-
record.
Your Honor, I would like to say if you do not allow this, this would open this trial up to a mistrial due to lack of representation that has a bar license.
Hmm.
I mean, we withdrew our objection, so I don't
Perfect.
know.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
there's no objection. Go ahead.
Good boy.
Your Honor,
No,
may we
he
have
did it
5
to me.
minutes? Continuance quickly?
Yeah, I can give you 5 minutes.
Thank you. Come on over here.
Issues, we're at closings. There's not much TomTom can do at this point to save it.
Me break
Oh.
stuffs.
Guy being assaulted on the south side of the park. I'm reading the report because remember in a bench trial I have to, because we don't allow a fuck ton of witnesses, just for expediency's sake, I have to read what they said here. During this time we found an individual on the south side, Legion sitting inside his car. He flagged us down and said he saw the assault. It was a red in color sports car. Mogul drove past us and the witness said there it is. We called out of the radio. The car was occupied 4 times heading west on Sanam. We lost eyes. It's not just that, Blue. It's they lost eyes on the vehicle. Come on, Sonny.
Head Court Clerk Elliot Capechi, how can I help?
Chase ended at Davis' apartments with 3 individuals fleeing from the car. 2 suspects were arrested. It's probably the end of his statement.
Pimp, were you listening to our conversation?
Okay, am I good to continue, sir?
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so my client here, leaving his apartment after being accosted by this police officer, who never fully claimed to have given a lawful order more than 3 or more times. He did say he did it, but not more than 3 times. So if we don't have a reason for obeying a lawful order, then we can have resisting arrest. And not to mention, on top of that, resisting arrest and disobeying a lawful order is a stacked charge in the first place. You can't resist arrest without disobeying a lawful order. So the stacked charges, amongst that the fact that he has no physical proof that, one, my client was even in the car in the first place, except for just the fact that he says he saw it with his eyes, is just obscene. He's trying to put all these charges on an innocent man who's just leaving his apartment, who has PTSD from previous trauma from this officer, who has kept him in the cells for over 2 hours before, on, again, no charges. So really, this just feels like an attack on my client here, who was just trying to leave his apartment.
All right, is that all?
That'll be all.
Thank you so much. All right, I'm gonna be deliberating. I'll be out shortly with the verdict. Court is in recess. Oh.
Bitch.
All right, I want to see what statements they're adding into this. Forrester, you should have. Alright, let's have a look, let's have a look. I need the penal code. I need the penal code. There we go. Okay, so it is resisting arrest. Defendant was on foot or was a passenger. Did they prove that he was in that vehicle? They had Forrester up on stand. So well, no, he wasn't even up on stand. It was just an opening statement. Hmm. The sad part is, with a statement like that from Sonny, they should have been no witness or pictures to prove anyone's in the car. That's what I'm saying, right? The only one that has mentioned Vinny in that car has been Forrester, right? And not even in a statement. It was simply in his opening. So I'm a bit perplexed. Trying to be quick, though. I don't want to take long. Yeah, I know he didn't deny he ran, but remember, in criminal proceedings, the burden is on the state. It's not up to Vinny to show he didn't run. It's up to them to show he did run. And if they show it, then it's up to him to refute the claim. It's not about pissing Forrester off. It's about if he would clarify, well, not clarified, but if he would, how can I put this? If Haywood had shown the same as in Forrester's opening statement, then I could go with it. I have him saying, no, see, this is also a problem. I have an officer saying he did witness Vinny get out of the vehicle and run. Then they went on an affirmative defense and said, no, he came from an... I mean, it does seem that way, but he's not incorrect, though. Mm. Sunshine, I'm really thinking this through. Uh, burdens. Well, it's failure to obey a lawful order. The burden, a law enforcement officer had given 3 or more commands to the defendant. The commands were given in the aspect of safety, was individual, group, or dictation, or... No, they didn't even bring it up. In fact, the defense brought it up. I think what I'll do, I'll wait for Forrester to finish his statement. Because I did at the start of the cell wait for them to give their statements. No, because it's a bench trial, they can add their statements. They can't amend the charges brought to the court. This bit. stays the same, but they can add their statements. I don't know who brought that up or started this whole lock the report thing. Hmm. It depends if Zakid pleaded guilty or not. I don't know what Zakid did. Hmm. But I will say, because... Alright, so the prosecution closed their case, which means I can't take new things. When I say they can add things, they can add it in the cells, and they can add it all the way up to, you know, before they close their case. But they've closed their case, so that's irrelevant. Wait, what just happened? Say that Pistone wasn't under arrest, only detained. Okay. I'm not using his statement, Rolf. And to clarify the resisting, yes, he did say that, but that's after they gave him a lawful order. He didn't. Allegedly. Okay. Fuck. Let's piss everyone off.
Talon 165 for the docket for this. He's back, guys.
Alright. Sorry for the wait. Sorry for the wait. After reviewing the testimony and evidence presented, the court currently finds the prosecution has failed to meet its burden on each charged offense. While the evidence establishes that a vehicle pursuit occurred and that the occupants did flee, the court... Sorry, gentlemen, it's very late for me. The court was not presented with sufficient evidence identifying the defendant as one of those occupants, or establishing that the defendant, Mr. Pistone, was given lawful commands which he refused to obey. Because the required elements of both offenses have not been proven beyond a reasonable doubt, the court finds the defendant not guilty on failure to obey a lawful order and resisting
Your
arrest.
Honor. Thank you.
Court